Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm with Argus Ranch, and today we're going to be working on teaching our dogs a really useful cue that you can use in everyday context. You can use it in sport context, and you can use it actually to help teach your dogs things like polite greetings. So the cue that we're going to teach is called touch. Alright, I'm going to ask my puppy to do a touch right now. So what it looks like is arrow touch. Yes. Our dog goes and touches their nose to the palm of our hand. So things this is useful for, I kind of went over a couple in the beginning, but some things I use it for is with young puppies. If they're chewing on something I don't want them to chew on, I'll call them over for a touch rather than drawing attention to whatever that thing is. If my puppy doesn't want to come to me, maybe they found a really good smell in the yard, I'll ask them for a touch because they tend to think that that's a really fun thing to do. I'll use it as a way to teach my dogs to greet people politely, because what do people do when they greet dogs? They go, "Oh, hi dog, arrow." And if our dogs know, yes, to go over and touch people's hands, then that's a really helpful thing. So, in order to teach it, as you guys can see, she already knows it, but I can still show you what it looks like in the learning stages too. What I do is I take some treats, the stinkier the better. So stuff like freeze-dried treats or like fresh meat treats or cheese works really well for this. Rub it on your hand so that your hand smells nice and tasty to your dog, and all you're going to do is offer that hand up, yes, for your dog, and as soon as they go, smells good, and touch the nose to your hand, mark it with a yes or a click if you're using a clicker, and then give them a treat. You can put the treat reward into your hand to help build extra drive for that hand. Some dogs find that a little bit helpful, but it's not super necessary. One important thing though is we want to make sure that our touch hand is empty, because we don't want the dog to become reliant on there being a treat in the hand, so that they go, "Oh, well, I don't see a treat, I don't think I'm going to touch your hand." So again, here, I'm going to just offer out my hand to my puppy. Yes. As soon as she taps it with her nose, mark with a yes, and then reward. Once they've done it correctly a few times, we can go ahead and add our cue. My cue for this is touch. So I'm going to say arrow, touch, yes. Present my hand in the same place that it was before. She did it correctly, she got a treat again. And then from there we can start to make it a little bit tougher. So I'm going to have some treat distractions in my other hand. Arrow, touch, yes. Since she went and made the right choice to touch my correct hand, she earned a treat. Or you can use other dog distractions. You can practice this in busier areas, like at parks with squirrels in them. You can practice while skateboarders go by. Basically anything where you want your dog to be able to focus on you. Because really at its core, it is a cue that draws the dog in to focus on you. So now she's run off, arrow, touch. Good girl. I know that was off camera, but she turned very nicely and came right back to me to touch my hand. So really good example of kind of a scenario we can use it for there. So go ahead, practice this with your dog, and let us know in the comments below what contexts you would find this cue useful for with your dog. Thanks.